everybody, welcome to the podcast. And once again, this is going to be another exciting show. Today, we have a few guests, um, and we have one of our Kumu from our school, Kumu Eva. Today we have Allie, we have Myla, and we have Kalena. And our Kumu with us today is Kumu Eva. So today, just want to see right off the bat, how is everybody doing? Girls, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I've been having a lot of work and it's kind of stressful, but I've been pulling it through somehow.
And how about you, Kalena? How's your school? How's your workload?
It's good. I mean, it's kind of hard sometimes, but I think overall it's pretty good so far.
And Allie?
Um, it's doing good. We got back into soccer like last week, and like tomorrow I have soccer practice, so I'm pretty excited about that. And
Cool.
the amount of work we get is okay, I guess. But we went back to school last week, so it wasn't that bad, but it felt good to like go back to school. 'Cause-
Right. I know we were talking during class like what is better, like virtual or things. What do you guys think?
I
Virtual or in person?
I think that's really hard actually because they both have their pros and cons. So like I choose I choose face-to-face learning because I'm very social. So I love to hang out
Hmm.
with friends and I like the actual like interaction with them at school, not just on a phone or something.
Okay. And Kumu Eva, you've been in school like the entire week. How's your workload? How's everything going?
It's going good. It gets kind of crazy sometimes when you have a different grade coming to campus. So you gotta kind of repeat the rules, try to express our safety measures, let the Kumu know because today is the first day the eighth grade came back. So period. Like they haven't been on campus yet this entire school year. So for them, it's kind of a weird thing that all of a sudden they're the alaka'i of this campus, but this was their first day of school and it's almost Christmas. But it's been pretty good. Just been interesting trying to figure out how to maneuver between middle school and elementary, and trying to keep the just the vibe going strong, or at least keep the kids in tune on what's happening, keep them excited about school, trying to keep them hanging on and don't let go. And school will hopefully go back to normal soon.
Hmm. And have you noticed the difference between each grade level and the kind of vibe they bring to campus?
Yeah,
Do you notice?
totally. Sixth grade still, they the youngins of campus, and so they a little bit more apprehensive of doing things. Seventh grade, they feel more mature, like we know this already. And then eighth grade's kind of like for them probably it's more weird, right? Because it's the first day, but they definitely feel a sense of like finally, like we're finally back at school. So and they got to take on that alaka'i leadership role. So we'll see how it goes.
Cool, cool. Can't wait till everybody gets back. It'll be great when once we're back to school again and everybody's back together. One day
Yeah.
soon. Hopefully one day soon. Anyway, so today I wanted to talk to everybody, or I wanted to discuss um, one thing, and it's on my mind all the time as a teacher, as a parent, and for myself too. So the question is, and the topic that we're going to talk about today is, what motivates you? So we'll start with any of Ali, Kalena, or Myla. We'll start with you folks first. Like, what motivates you? Like, what's that one thing that gets you out of bed or gets you to do something? What's your motivation?
Um, I think my motivation is either it's me thinking of something that will happen later and then like waiting to just get through everything and then be there. Like it's just very it's very motivating to me because I just think about that one thing, and then throughout the whole day, and then it just motivates me to get my work done and do everything that I need to do.
Is it also competition at home, or is it something
Oh
like that
yeah,
too? Or
competition.
parents bugging you about grades? That's a motivation. What do you think, Ellie?
I think that my motivation is like it's like the people around me that actually like encourage me to like do stuff, and like they make me wanna, like for an example, my dad, like I want to make him proud, so like I get good grades and stuff. So I just have that mindset of like actually doing my work, turning it in on time, and being a good student. And also outdoor activities like soccer, that this year it just suddenly changed for me, because last year I was kind of like meh about soccer. Like I didn't really have that mindset of trying, but this year I actually like want to do good because I want to improve on my
Cool, and
soccer skills.
that's definitely a good motivation. And Kalena, what motivates you?
Um, I think like what Ali said, making my parents and stuff proud. So being able to get things done and then being able to relax at the end, just like feel accomplished.
Mm, cool. Yeah, like we always say, right? Even I bet your parents say that. Get things done now so you can relax at the end. Rather than waiting, and having your fun now, and having to work all the way to the end, right? So that's really important. So Kumu Eva, let me ask you, what motivates you?
It's funny that they said these things because even as an adult, I still have that same motivating factor that I'll work hard and play harder kind of a mentality. Like I get up, I'm like, okay, it's almost Christmas. I want to buy gifts for my family. So I got to get up and get in that car, get to work so you can make that money and buy presents. So it's always that, yeah, I'm always fueled by the work hard, play harder type of mentality and just kind of get up and get it done. And when I gotta work hard, I just put my head down, my mind focus, and just kind of just get through it and get to the end. So yeah,
Cool.
that's what motivates me.
Yes. And
It's
for myself, what motivates me is I like to see people smile. My kids, my students. You know, when you teach them something and they understand it, even from my own kids. When we go on trips, right? Motivation, you got to make that money so you can take your kids on trips. Um, that kind of stuff. When you just see people happy, and that's what it's all about to me. All right. So, anything else about motivation? I mean, it's kind of similar, right? Adults and the youth now is pretty same. All right. So, Kumueva, you do student government. You're a student activities coordinator. So, tell us, like, first of all, what is student government? And for people who don't know what student government is, maybe we know a little bit about it, but tell us what student government is, and what's the purpose of it.
So student government here at Kulavaina is basically the student elected officers who are supposed to represent your best interest in your grade level. So we have one president, one vice president. We
Mhm.
have a treasurer, a secretary, and a class representative for each of the grades. This year is just a little bit different for sixth grade because of how the whole school year started. But that's our typical student government officer positions, and their whole purpose is to represent not just themselves but their fellow classmates. So their kuliana is to go out, get feedback from their fellow classmates and bring that information back. So when we do planning of different events and whatnot, it's not just their opinion but it's their class's opinion of the different things that they want to see done, because they were elected to be the people's voice, not just their own voice. So
So they're representing their vote kind of representing their whole classes.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So what kind of person makes a good officer? What type of personality or character makes a good
I
officer?
I encourage all types of personalities because
Hmm.
everybody has different strengths and different weaknesses where hopefully other people's strengths and weaknesses kind of cover each other. But basically, anybody who's a hard worker is somebody that will be a great student government officer, and somebody who always likes to help people and not necessarily do it to be rewarded for it. Because in
Uh,
student government, you do so many things in the background that most people don't ever see or ever realize that 20 steps needed to happen before we could even have ice cream today or something.
right,
And
right,
so
right.
it's that sense of just helping and malama their fellow classmates, to malama our campus, and going above and beyond what they normally would maybe do without having to have that sense of people coming up to them and saying thank you, because they're not always going to get the thank you. They might more than likely get the why do we even do this, or the moaning and the groaning and the complaints. But to be able to persevere, kind of have that grit to move forward past all the negative and realize that they're doing it with the best intentions. They're doing it because they love their classmates, and they're doing it because um, they just want to have a better school year or create memories and stuff. And so
Right.
it's those people that are determined, hardworking, and selfless. Those people make great student government officers.
Cool. I thought, when you said you encourage everybody with a, I thought you were gonna say with a heartbeat. Anybody with a
Yeah.
heartbeat too, but yeah,
Sometimes
anybody.
there's no, like, nobody wants to be a treasurer because they're like, no, I don't want to do that and whatever. So
Yeah,
sometimes
well,
it's like,
right,
hey, anybody want to do it? First come, first serve, and then they'll show up. Like sometimes they don't want to go through the election process, but
right, right, right,
and
right.
if they're still in office, a position
Hey,
available, then they're like, oh, I'll do it then.
that's the
If
most
it's
important
automatically in, I'm
person,
good.
right? The person with the money,
Yeah,
counting the money, right, Kalena? You
right.
like be the one to count the
Exactly
money.
that.
I like be the
It's
one
all
to
about
spend the
stewardship.
money. Okay, so like what activities have like really cool activities have you done in the past? You know,
What we
at
do,
student government.
yeah, student government, we like to, so I'm a theme driven person. So if there is a theme, so like Christmas, we do like Christmas weeks. Homecoming is a week long. So I try to stretch it out as long as we can, get the most fun out of the event. Instead of just one day, we try to make it a whole week.
Mhm,
But we do different things. We've done makahiki, we do our La Ku'oko'a celebration,
mhm,
we do school dances, we do homecoming, spirit, and just a regular spring spirit week. We do our Mahea o Mele Mele, which is like our Easter hunt where we go look for our little yellow ducky friend Mele Mele. We do community service projects too. We try and fit that in during the year. We also have Snack Shack. It's closed right now because of
mhm.
COVID, but we have our Snack Shack that the student government officers run. They do the counting of the money. I gotta do the shopping just because we can't really fit that in as a field trip right now.
Right, right, right.
Um, but I've
So,
taken student government officers to go buy stuff, so they kind of do, and we try to stay as busy as we possibly can. So
with this COVID pandemic time that we are living in, I know it makes it hard, but what do you have coming up for student government?
during since the beginning of the school year, we tried to come up with ways to make student government happen, but in the virtual world. So we had our, because homecoming has been postponed maybe to next year in January. So we decided to have our own welcome back spirit week, which we never
Mhm,
really had a spirit week for that before. We did a virtual dance. We have them dress up and post on Flipgrid so that we everybody can see them dress up. We have points. We also created a whatever Wednesday. So every Wednesday, student government officers run like a virtual hangout. We play games. We do cooking classes. We
mhm,
do
mhm,
crafts. We have special guests that come on and talk story. Our virtual dance, we had it on a whatever Wednesday, so we
mhm,
try to
mhm,
kind of keep it engaging. We had our Pono Choices campaign where the student government officers created flyers to kind of encourage their classmates to make Pono choices in this virtual world when
cool.
when nobody else is looking. how are you gonna act, right? Are you gonna choose to be more on the Pono side or not?
Mm-hmm.
And then we also did a Rise Above campaign where we included Kumu and some different students, whoever wanted to post just how they rise above this pandemic in with their families. Either they go on field trip or not field trips,
Mm-hmm.
but they go holo holo, or they eat something that they've never eaten before, or do something. So it's kind of just taking them out of their norm to show how they kind of conquer um
The
that
challenge,
Stockholm
yeah.
syndrome of just having to just
Yeah,
indoors and do something. Yeah, step outside the
yeah.
box.
And then lastly, if you had to just dream big and there's money is no issue, what would you like the student government to do? Or we can ask the students later here. What kind of activities would you guys like to see? So we'll ask the students first. Like, if you could have any activity at the school, money is no object. What would you guys like to do? Or what do you girls like to do for activity?
For me, it
Yeah,
would be sports.
I was gonna
it'll
say the same thing.
it,
Yeah.
it'll be what?
Yeah.
Sports.
Sports.
Oh, sports. Okay, all right, all right.
Got some athletes in the house.
Yeah, I mean, you could put in a trip to Disneyland
Mhm.
as a
I
activity.
totally want to do
The
that.
whole class to
Whole class.
Disneyland, right? That would be fun. If money was no
Yeah,
object, right?
yeah. That's
How
what
about
money was no object for me. I would take them not just to the government, but I'll take all the classes.
take the
Let's
whole?
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Everybody get vote. Where do we want to go? Let's go to. We can go to New Zealand, Tahiti, Japan, Disneyland, Disney World.
Yeah,
That
Kalena, where would you like to go if you could? If we took a trip as a class, where would you like to go?
Um, if COVID-19 wasn't here, then
Right.
probably Oahu again, because when we all went in fifth grade, it was really fun.
Okay.
So I
All
think
right.
like all the new kids who came last year would go with us.
Okay.
That would be really fun too.
All right. You don't want to dream bigger? Go out of the country, Aotearoa. Yeah. How about you, Allie?
I think
Where would
you
you?
just gotta go wherever your friends are.
Yeah, that's true. Where your friends?
Yeah.
Allie, where would you like to go? Given the choice. Money, no
Hmm.
object.
Maybe like an overpopulated place just to like see how it is, like how like they live, like how the people there they like I don't know, like maybe like California or something, or like
Yeah.
New York, because it'll be like a good experience to see how much like things they like do and like how they do things different. And yeah, just to see
You're
how
you're
they're
probably
living.
the only person I know that wants to go to an overpopulated place that I know of. Did you see video of how the train conductors shove people into the buses and trains? Did you see that ever? They
Yeah.
just
It's
like
crazy,
they
right?
push them in, right? It's
I
crazy.
wonder, like, how are you supposed to get off that train when
I
your stop
know.
is like the next stop, but you're in the middle of the train?
Yeah, you're in the middle, and then someone never take a bat. Ooh, right? You don't know. All right. So we talked about the snack shack, and you talked about food. That leads us in to our next topic. So, food, our favorite topic. We're gonna talk about food a little. Um, okay. I know girls, you guys like to eat, and so like, and when you do get to eat out, and it can be restaurants on Maui or Oahu, anywhere. What restaurant is your favorite place to go? And what would you suggest someone eating from there? We'll start with Myla. Where what's your favorite place to eat at? And what do you like to eat at that place?
Ooh, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe either the number one place that if it's like a restaurant and we
Yeah.
go like with my family, the number one place that we choose is Coho's.
Oh,
And I would get a burger or like a teriyaki burger, and
Mhm.
what's it called? The snowball, the kilo snowball,
Wow.
fried ice cream, or
Oh, that sounds
or
really good.
Teddy's big burgers.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, that's good too. Kalena, how about you? Where's your favorite restaurant and what do you suggest people eat there?
I only went here once, but it's on Oahu. It's called Yaya's Seafood and Grill,
Okay.
and it's really fancy, like extremely fancy.
Wow.
Like they give you, you can choose your own knife for your steak. Like they have all different types, and it's so cool though. I would probably tell people to get the creme brulee corn,
Uh-huh.
literally like a creme brulee, but it's corn instead.
What makes it special? Like, is it?
It's like if you like sweet corn,
Mhm.
it's like sweeter than sweet corn.
Uh-huh. And
So
it
it's
must be kind of expensive, right? Over there.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool, cool. How about you, Allie? Favorite restaurant and what would you suggest people eat there?
Huh. Let's see. I like Outback because because I don't know, it's just something. Well, me and my family we like or my family and I we go to it's in Kihei, right?
Mhm.
Like yeah, we go there like most of the time like for like a special occasion or something just to like eat out. We don't like eat out a lot, but that's like our number one go-to place for like a fancy restaurant. And I usually just get a French onion soup because it's like really good, but it also gets stuck in my braces a lot and it's really annoying. But it's still good.
Cool. Eva, you must know the secret hideaways and the spots. Where would where would you
Well,
suggest? Or what's your favorite restaurant?
hmm. My favorite restaurant kind of depends on what I'm in the mood to eat
Okay,
that day.
okay. Okay. It can be one or two or three.
Yeah, I like spicy food, like local food. Like a local food beef stew is my favorite. But
Okay.
when it's like a birthday or something like that, our family normally just goes to Lahaina Pizza Company.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, we're big pasta people. Especially
Oh.
I love to. I always order the lasagna when I get there. But the one thing, like I gotta tell people, like for you gotta save room for dessert because you gotta have a Pizookie is what it used to be called, but now it's just a pizza cookie. But
Mhm.
Pizookie sounds way better. So it's a nice warm like cookie, just in a nice little sized pan
Oh
that comes
man.
out of the oven, nice and warm, and then boom! I think they put Roselani ice cream right on top of that.
Oh
So
man. Okay, so my favorite place, and I guess I'd be like Kalena. These two places that well, actually one of them. Actually two. Let me take that back. The one favorite place I like is you guys gotta check out Soon's. Colby. It's in the Salt Lake Shopping Center. You ever tried that ever? It's right on the end. The meat joint there is so on.
so
And I always, when I go to Oahu, I always try to make a point to go there. Not always successful because we're busy, but that's one place. The second place is Mitsuken on Oahu. It's that they have this garlic chicken that's crispy and so flavorful, and they have it over fried rice. And the breakfast comes with an egg and some bacon. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so while we're still talking about food, and yeah, it's like after lunch right now. Let's play a game, a food game. Okay, so this food game, I'll share this with you, and we'll have the students guess first, and then we'll have whoever guess after them. All right, because we might know more than them when it comes to food. Okay, so we'll start. Can you guys see the screen? Can you see it?
yeah.
Okay, so we'll start easy at first. Okay, we'll start easy. I'm gonna ask you what it is, and you guys gotta take a guess. So we'll start easy. All right. So okay, what is that?
Loco moco.
Very good. Okay, you guys are
Oh,
playing as a team, so always you think That's loco moco, of course, right? Hamburger, rice, egg, gravy, loco moco. Very good. Next. Keep it easy, right? Keep it, make it, fun to play. What is that?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Poke. All right, all right.
Hawaiian style poke.
Hawaiian style, right? Right. So let's get. I don't know if I would say tougher, but man, what is that?
Low, low.
No.
Lao Lao, of course. Lao. Wow, Lao Lao. And oh wow, Lao Lao. Okay, Lao Lao, very good. 3 for 3, very good. These students are smart. Okay, let's ramp it up a bit, just a bit. All right. What is that?
Malasana.
Oh, Malasas. Oh, yeah, I can't fool them. Cannot,
Filling.
cannot fool them. All right, Malasadas. You guys like Malasadas?
Mhm.
Oh man. Leonard's Malasadas, right? On Oahu or
Yeah.
Malasadas you make at home, shake them up in a paper bag, right? All right. Let me see. How about that? What is that?
Shrimp
Shrimp
tempura.
Shrimp tempura. Hey, I cannot fool them. I should have made it harder.
I
They're
never
really good.
saw that before.
Huh?
Like
Really?
that.
At my house.
Shrimp tempura. Yeah, shrimp tempura. All right. How about that? What is that?
One time.
The one time.
Man, Kalena. She's so good at this. Oops. Oh. One time, one time. All right, one time. What is that?
Churros.
Yes, churro. Wow, man. Yeah, I
Long
thought I was,
time ago, Costco used to have churros for $1. The long stick
yeah.
disappeared.
Or you gotta eat them at Disneyland. At Disneyland
Yeah,
churros, yeah.
for $5 for a small stick. But
Oh
it's
yeah, I
okay.
know.
This is
Expensive. It just like goes along with the turkey leg, right?
Mhm.
All right, churro. Okay, what is that?
Croissant.
Man, I cannot fool them. Should have made it harder. Shucks. All right. I guess you gotta ramp it up a bit. At the end, I made it a little bit more. Okay, what is that?
Meat gen.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh my good. I never knew what meat gin was until I graduated from high school. Because we never ate out. Like I never know what it was. You guys know what this is,
Oh,
meat gin?
yummy. Yeah.
Oh man.
That pearl.
At first,
But
I
good
thought
thing I had lunch before
Chicken.
this because if not, I'd be really starving right now.
Yeah, I know. Huh? Growing
Last
up,
time
we never ate out, so so I didn't know what this is. What is this? It's like is it like a? I would think it's like was that a brownie or something? I don't know.
Egg
All
patty or
right,
something.
so meat June, right? Right. I went to the mainland one time and I said, "Oh, can I get meat June from a Korean restaurant?" And they're like, "What?" I said, "Meat June." I didn't know it was a Hawaiian dish, that they do in Hawaii. I didn't know that. And then the lady was like, "Meat June? No, I don't know what that is." This Korean lady. So and then this other lady who worked there, she goes, "Oh, are you from Hawaii?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh yeah, meat June is only in Hawaii." I was like, "Oh, she heard about it." But yeah, no. I'm like, what kind of Korean restaurant can I make meat June? Right, what is that?
Escargot.
Oh my Kalena.
Oh my gosh,
You
how do
are
you know that?
just yeah, I mean it's
Remember
escargot. She
the
got
place
it.
where she went? She went to the
Ew.
fancy restaurant, so she
Oh
knows.
my goodness.
Many.
No.
Kalena. Oh
What
my,
the heck?
I'm impressed. You know what that is?
I
Edible
Snail.
didn't saw
land
that flight
snails.
before.
Snails.
Mhm.
Hungry, hungry. Wow, you know escargot. Kalena, I'm impressed.
I've
All right,
never.
I'm gonna stump you on this last one. What is that?
Quiche.
Oh my,
Myla's face is classic. She's like, "What is that?"
Myla, how did she know what a quiche is?
Is that
Like
an egg
I don't
pie?
know. I've heard of that before, but I have no idea what it looks like.
We
quiche,
have it at home sometimes.
quiche. Wow. But I mean, at your age, I wouldn't know what a quiche is. Like, Quiche, bless you. You know?
He's the
I
best.
think I wouldn't know what a quiche is. That's like my
Oh,
first time even hearing that.
Yeah, no, I've heard it before, but like I've never seen it.
how, Kalena, how do you know quiche? I thought Kumu Eva, I thought I stumped him this last one. I thought I stumped him with the escargots.
Right?
Oh my
At
goodness.
your age, I'd probably look at that and be like, I don't know, is that
I'm
some
just,
pizza with a whole lot of cheese?
yeah,
I thought it was pie, like pie omelet.
I
like,
thought I
yeah.
said pizza.
We said
I said pizza. What the?
egg omelet pie or something, right? Oh, Kalena, I'm impressed. I am impressed. All right, you know what? We gotta play another game next time because that was totally impressive. I'm all like in a daze right now. How did she get that?
And he's like, I got
So
this. I'm gonna
awesome.
stump you.
So
And then
awesome. I know. Like, how in the world? I know Myla's still like kind of confused, right, Myla? Like and Allie, right? Never heard of quiche before. Oh my goodness. And she said it correctly too. It's not like cuiche. Right? It's like, oh my goodness. Anyway, we got to wrap it up, everybody. So today we talked about motivation and we learned what motivates students as well as adults. It's pretty much the same thing. And as you get older, adults are just big kids. That's it, and we talked about food, our favorite subject. And so, I mean, we can go on and on. We can have like several shows. We can talk a month about food. But anyway, that was kind of exciting. And we played the game. It was Kalena, I must say, Kalena, you are so impressive. Anyway, mahalo to Kumu Eva for being a part of this
Mahalo for
episode
inviting me. Super cool.
and teaching us more about student government and learning about some activities that we've done in the past and maybe some activities that we can look forward to. And
Yeah.
then thank you to Allie, to Kalena, and Myla for being part of the show. And so, did you guys all have fun on this? You guys like it?
Mahalo. Super
Um,
awesome.
you know, doing a show like this is a way that we kind of close the gap between adults and children. Like I said, adults are just big kids, and I think the more we get to talk, the more we get to communicate, the more we get to interact with each other. We kind of learn that we're not really that different. It's just age, it's just time. But anyway, mahalo everybody for being part of the show, and thank you to people who are watching this or who are listening to this. We thank you and stay tuned for our next show when we'll talk about more things and we'll have more fun. Anyway, thank you. Aloha.
We'll student
Ohui
government.
hoi. Bye bye.